I developed a concept called peeling life's onion. And what that concept is, all of us have connections and networks within our circle of influence, right? Our family and friends, people we know, people we went to school with, people we're related to, that all have leadership positions or have positions of influence, whether they're supervisors, managers, maybe they own their own business, etc. And these people are accessible to us. And a lot of times we don't realize or think that we have opportunity. We don't think like, I work my 9-to-5 job, I do my thing, and I'm not really happy. I'd love to do something on my own. I'd love to be an entrepreneur. I'd love to be a business owner, but I just don't know how to do it, right? And so over 35 years of being an entrepreneur and having success in creating my own businesses and doing multiple different ventures over time, I've realized a lot of this comes down to your network. It's who you know, not so much what you know, because the what you know can be taught. The who you know comes from your life of interpersonal action and people that you're related to and people that you know. And a lot of times there's opportunity staring you in the face, and you think you just have to go out and find a great idea and open a store or open a business somewhere online or whatever, and that's going to be your dream, right? That's going to get you out of the 9-to-5. And finding that right secret sauce is really the challenge, right? So you'll go out and buy a course, or you'll take a seminar, or you'll get into a franchise, or you'll do all sorts of different things that, the majority of the people spend money on and don't realize really, but that opportunity is right in front of you. And my book, Peeling Life's Onion, teaches you how to leverage that and actually how to look within your inner circle of relatives and friends and acquaintances, the opportunities that exist. You see, there are people that have businesses already that buy products or services that if you approach them and found out what they do and what they buy a lot of or spend money on, then all you'd have to do is actually just bring them that product. It sounds simple, right? Yes, it's complex, right? Well, just bring them a product. Well, that's what I teach you. This is what I teach in my courses and my mentoring and my coaching is I teach you the how-to. You've got to come up with the who-to, right? Who do I sell this to? But I bring that forward in your thinking to help you actually start to cultivate and harvest those ideas. I mean, who do you know? Who are you related to? Who are the business owners? Who are the managers? Who are the supervisors? Who are the people that if you brought them an idea or you brought them the same products that they're currently buying at a better price, equal value or greater value at a better price, would they do business with you? I mean, if you're on good standing with these people, why wouldn't they? If they felt confident that you could actually provide the service, right? And that's what I train you and teach you to do, is how do you prepare yourself so that when you're in a meeting like that and you ask for someone's business, they feel confident that you could actually deliver, right? So the greatest thing is that we all have people in our life that are in a position that can actually help us. And most people think, well, they've got to come up with a great idea or they've got to do something that's already, that's not out there because they want to be different. I like to simplify things. I like to deal with things people already buy. Why would I want to create something new? I mean, there's so much risk in creating something new. Maybe I'm not creative, maybe I don't, know how to create a market, even if I did create a product. All those things are barriers to entering into business and being successful at it. So why don't we just reduce it down to the common denominator, the least common denominator. And basically we look at what is on the market, what sells, what are people already buying, and then all we have to do is just deliver it to them at a better price. You see, we've already figured out the whole deal right there. Nothing new. Let's find something they already buy. They've already crossed that hurdle. They've already got permission from whomever to purchase this, right? Now all we're going to do is just substitute from another supplier to you. Why? Because they know you. Maybe they want to help you. Maybe they're related to you. And then the what is, let's find a product that they buy, and let's just go and research it and bring it in at a better price. I guarantee you there is value in that. I'll give you a personal experience here. So I went to one of the only places I've ever worked. I went back years later, about 25 years after leaving their employ, right? I went back and I got a meeting with the general manager of the company. It's a rather large company here in Hawaii. And the reason I was able to get a meeting was I knew him. We had come up through that company years and years ago as just, low-level management guys. And so we knew each other. So I could get him on the phone and I could say, hey, I'm on your side of the island next week. Can I sit down and have a 5-minute meeting with you? He said, of course. You see, the fact that he knew me, I was able to get past who I call the gatekeepers. And gatekeepers are the secretaries, administrative assistants who keep people away from the boss, right? Because he's a busy guy. Well, I was able to get past them because I knew him. He took my phone call and he agreed to a 5-minute meeting, catch up old times out of courtesy, whatever. And so that week came along and I went there and I met with him and I sat down with him and we talked, about, catching up with family and small talk, things like that. And I said, look, this is why I came to you. You know that I'm able to source things out and I can help you with the products that you purchase in your company and bring them to you at a better cost. Now, what general manager wouldn't be interested in hearing something like that? I said, basically, there are 2 ways to make money, right? First, you sell more products or services, or 2, you spend less for those products and services yourself. And I wasn't really interested in the first one, right? Let him sell. They're good at selling. But what I was good at is sourcing. I knew that I could source out products that he was purchasing and probably paying way more than he needed to. And so he was open to that. And he said, look, yeah, let's take a look at this. Show me what you can do. And I said, look, there's no obligation. This is a free exercise. And you give me a list of things you buy a lot of, and I'll go and source it out and bring you back samples of equal to or greater value at a better cost and show you what that cost savings would be. Would that be of interest to you? Of course. And so that's what I did. And, a month or 2 later, I came back. I'd sourced out the product, the list of things he had given me. And short story is basically for the last 5 years, I've been supplying them with thousands and thousands and thousands of product that they were buying and paying more than they should have. And the reason why I was able to do that was I opened my mouth. I asked the question, can I sit down and talk to you? And when I talked to him, I said, what can I provide you that would save you money? And then I went and I did the homework. You see, that works. I mean, that has created a $1 million side business for me just because I asked and I was able to go out and find those things. Peeling the onion is you've got people around you who can help change your life, and you don't have to come up with anything big and new and fantastic that everybody wants. People overcomplicate things when in reality it's very, very simple. All you have to do is know how to put it into process. You have to know how to make it work and what the steps are. Remember, success is never an accident.